mostlysuperheroes.com/mostly madness, our movie tournament that was started off in March Madness, and we're almost in June. So it's just really drawn out. We've learned a lot of things about this. We can probably expedite our process next year, get it down to a few weeks, kind of follow that schedule. But for now, we are in the final two of the championship game, if you will. Let's highlight some voters. This is from Instagram. We have Allison Vonderland, our friend Allison. Actually, Lucas. There's a typo in there. It's actually Lucas. Art House Garbage Media and Space_Kitten22. These are Instagram handles. Thank you guys for voting. And our weekly winner, we got a couple prizes left this week. Brandon R.
Oh, that guy.
This guy, he definitely got the prize this week. He has voted on, I think every single title so far on Instagram, on the website. Then he finally got his name drawn. So Brandon R. will get you.
He deserves it.
Oh yeah, he does.
Someday he'll be here with us to discuss something.
I think you're right. I think Brandon might be one of those folks that we get on the show.
What's his niche? What's he in?
He does love the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but he's a pretty big film buff. Put it in some context. I think his favorite movie, or at least one of his top 5 favorite movies, are Kill Bill, the 2 Kill Bill films. Kind of gives you a sense of his taste. We might get him in here. Congratulations, Brandon. We are down to the final 2, guys. We were spot on. It is mostly superheroes, and we have 2 Titans going to battle. Avengers Endgame versus The Dark Knight. Giggler, I saw you doing the finger guns. What do you think here?
I love it. It's a beautiful Final 4.
It is pretty nice. And the final 2, I mean, like we said, mostly superheroes.
Oh, yeah. I knew it would be that.
Who do you got taking this thing?
Endgame.
I figured you'd say that.
I think you have, Mike, you have the same.
Well, let's see.
finals.
PC Mike.
Do I? I said The Dark Knight. I think it's the greatest superhero movie of all time. I don't think it's close.
Got 2 opposite ends here.
I mean, one won an Oscar, one didn't.
If Oscar's the standard, what are we talking about? At the end of the day, it's a personal choice, and it's tough. I mean, I'm looking at it right now. I'm going to have to pick Avengers Endgame because those 2 movies are 2 of the best things I've ever seen in my whole life overall. But The Dark Knight, a masterpiece, of course. But I would pick Endgame myself. But it's not up to us 3. We actually are going to vote this thing out just like we got all the way through. I can't believe the bracket is filled, and it's all come down to this big game. I really don't know what's going to happen, though.
I agree. We could have anything.
Because here's the thing. Dark Knight beat Jurassic Park by, 80% of the votes. Endgame beat Happy Gilmore by 80% of the votes.
Yeah.
So I really don't have a full grasp on who's going to have more.
They're just juggernauts that I'm glad we're on separate sides of the bracket. Because I didn't want Infinity War on one side and then Endgame on the other, because it just, in my opinion, they would have just made it to the finals and it would have been fun. But it's nice to get that matchup out of the way earlier, just to get something else in there for argument's sake.
Yeah. Do you have a prediction, PC Mike?
I think Avengers Endgame will win overall.
I
think
think
it's recent bias.
Well, recent bias, and also if you're talking about just bias from this show, we have talked mostly MCU so far. So you could argue that we are propelling it forward. So we'll see though. It's up to you, listeners. Tell your friends. Tell the fans. We're at mostlysuperheroes.com/mostly madness. We'll wrap this thing up next week